Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Golden Sun 2 The Lost Age. So, in the last episode, we got all the way here to Ayers Rock. You might notice the music here is wonderful. And it's gonna get interrupted by this mana war here. So let's see if we can get all the way up to the top of Ayers Rock. Ayers Rock functions very, very similarly to... I keep calling this Ayers Rock. I've called this Ayers Rock the entire beginning of this episode, haven't I? Well, that just tells you what it harkens back to, doesn't it? This is Aqua Rock, and you might notice that it harkens back to Ayers Rock. I can get this right. I know how to play video games and talk over them at the same time, sometimes. So if we get in these waterfalls, they just wash us away. Oh, we missed that. I was like, oh, we might get it, but it was not worth it. So if we just climb up here, this is the waiting game. Basically, get through there, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Actually, you know what? We can get over... Oh my god, I shouldn't have gone for it. But it worked out somehow. But that was not worth it. That was terrifying. Okay, so if we move this stick right down here, we can push it all the way across. We don't actually want to get it in front of this head. Instead, we want to get it in front of the far head. And we're going to push it, and we're going to run, oh my god, back to the left immediately. Because otherwise, you'll get sucked down the way, and you'll just have a bad time. So we want to push this all the way over in front of this guy. Because we couldn't go up the right-hand side, because this guy, there's a long vertical section where the water is right in the way, and this time we can just get carried right down here by the water. That's what will happen if you get caught on the ledge. But we couldn't make it up this vertical section otherwise. There's just not enough time. So that's why we had to go over and push that rock, or push that log in front of that guy's face. So this is actually making pretty good time so far, surprisingly. We can't do anything up north yet. However, if we run straight across here like that, try to get as far over as you can. Because, one, you have an enemy over here. However, two, you have a chest. The chest is just a nut, but I mean, hey, nuts are worth getting. They are 200 HP, after all. Oh, Felix is a schleep? I keep making that sh sound, or the mixing up my L's and my R's. Okay, can we take out this guy? Probably not. He has a lot of HP. However, our attacks ought to finish him off, even without Felix. Yeah, perfect. Got 410 experience for that. Killing the enemies here is absolutely worth it. No need to run away from them. Stick on the right-hand side there, you can get down here. So we have this head here that is not activated. However, we can do that. We've been casting Douse on all sorts of stuff lately. And by all sorts of stuff, I mean that one stone back in the Apogee Islands. So... with that, if we ride this, we can get down here where we couldn't get before. And now we're right to the right of the Moai heads there. However, there's no other path over here except for riding that waterfall that we just created down here. Because you can't normally jump off that ledge. You have to have the waterfall carry you. If this was real life, you might be able to jump off that edge. You might break a leg. However, that's what we have healers for, right? So if we head right over here, we actually are going to have another one of those water stones, and this one works a little bit differently. So if we cast Douse right on this guy, I'll let you see what it does. Now the water flow is flowing upwards, or is falling upwards. The water flow is falling upwards. Perfect. That is brilliant English right there, Jake. However, that will be important. Not all the water in Aqua Rock has changed to flowing upwards. Just that one waterfall. However, that's the only waterfall that we actually need to flow upwards. So wait for it. Oh, I was really hoping that was going to work. We were so close. That's like, you can probably get that if you're like frame perfect. I'm not frame perfect, however. This one we can probably get, though. Yeah, that one we can totally get. I just realized those are the exact same climb. That chest over there is just an elixir, so you can go get it if you want it. I don't want it. I just sold my elixirs after all. So here is the waterfall that is now flowing upwards. And I don't think it's possible to get... Oh, hey, you can get all the way across, but there's nothing over here. I actually didn't think that was possible. I've never done it before. I guess I've never really tried, though. So if we head right over here, we have a lot of stuff going on here. Lots of moving to do. Well, a bit of moving to do, should I say. These rock things, we don't really see these rocks in many places. These little blue... They're more like stones than rocks, to be honest. Virago, or however you say your name, no one loves you, please go home. And by go home, I mean die. That sounded awful. However, this chest is actually kind of worth getting. It is just an oil drop. However, oil drops are actually quite useful against a fair amount of enemies. They do decent damage, and if someone's weak to Mars and you have like the oil drop on Piers, for example, Piers can do a decent amount of damage even though he is a Mercury person. Because the oil drop isn't reliant on your character's power or anything, so it's a pretty good item to use, in all honesty. And we're kind of getting low on the HPs here. And oh my god, our attacks aren't even killing these guys. Well, I mean, they are, just really, really slowly. A lot slower than I hoped they would. However, I mean, 476 experience. Totally worth it. So drop a healing aura there. And I think... yes, we want to go up the left-hand side here first. Because as you can see, we have more frosts. That is Mind Read, that is not Frost. Let's Mind Read this puddle here and see what happens. Nothing, I'll tell you that right now. That puddle has no thoughts. Now it might. Now that it's ice, now it might have thoughts. However, that treasure chest up there is absolutely worth getting. So definitely come back here. That's not going to get it, is it? No, it's not. Not enough PP. Well, it's a good thing that I purposefully did not sell my Psy Crystal. We can just use that on Piers right now. We've been using a lot of synergy, so it's not terribly surprising that our synergy is pretty low. In addition to that, Frost is kind of expensive at 5 per cast, and we're using it a lot. So Piers running out of HP is not terribly surprising, which is why I'm not too worried about using my Psy Crystal there. You will get a few of them throughout the run, and they're not terribly... I mean, they are useful, but they're not as useful as they could be because it's only for one character. So in situations like this, it's really worth doing, because otherwise you'd have to like use a Jin to restore your HP or your PP, and it's just hard and difficult and other words that mean hard. However, we get the Mist Saber here, which is, it's good for Felix. However, Piers has less attack than Felix, so we'll give it to him instead. I mean, it bumped him up, I think, to 230 attack, which is just a massive amount of attack, because Felix only has 180 attack right now, even. So, let's see if we can get it to Unleash. I'd love to see the Mist Saber Unleash right now. Oh, no. I mean, still 90 damage, though. 90 damage non-Unleash? That's pretty rockin'. So, if we just side-scroll the screen the scroll here, we have one more Douse Drop thingy to use. This one is different. Well, it's actually kind of like the first one, in a way. I was going to say they all do different things, but this one's kind of similar to the first one. In that it creates a flow of stuff. Instead, well, I guess the first one only moved the Moai heads. However, this one has the sparkles going for it still. I guess the Waterfall had sparkles. They all have sparkles. It's just a sparkly... It's sparkly water. It's kind of like sparkling water, except not. So now, we normally couldn't jump across this, however we can jump right here into this whirlpool, because that's a smart thing to do, kids. And now we are inside the Aqua Rock. So let's see, what do we have here? Ooh, we have a Synergy Stone, so I will happily do some Healing Aura here. Grab that. And now that we are inside, let's see here, we can go over here first, I think. Oh, hey, another. I could see the tip of a stone down there. Just the tip. Don't go anywhere with that, kids. So, what do we wish to do here? Here, we wish to push that across, but we're going to get blown by that. Oh, that did push us all the way down. Of course it did. Oh, for some reason, I was thinking... I'm dumb. I was thinking that... What? I'm too far away? But I don't want to get too much closer. I'll get blown away. There we go, okay. I was thinking those things didn't blow you all the way off the side. What you have to do is this. And then one more time, perfect. So now we can cast Move on them again, and we can, from here, and we can move them in, and then we can jump across and we can get that chest. It's pretty straightforward. It's just I was not paying too... Wait, no, I'm dumb. I was not supposed to do that from here. I need to get on the other side of it first. Stop being dumb, Jake. Okay. Now we are safe. Now we are safe, and I really hope that treasure chest is worth it, because I don't remember what is in it off the top of my head. Is it a shield? No, it's just a vial. Well, it was not as worth it as I hoped it was going to be. However, ooh, we have giant enemies here. A lizard fighter and a sea dragon? We better break out the big guns for this guy. Plasma and I guess just Tundra. That's starting to get kind of irritating, that whole well, not emulator crash, recording crash is what's going on, and that's kind of bothersome to me, but I don't know what's causing it. Because it's not my computer or anything. So, I don't know. Maybe it's the faulty program or something. I'll have to look into it. Either way, that's not something I should be talking about right now, even though it's on my mind. These guys, oh, I was going to say, these guys need to die, and I'm starting to get worried about it. However, they are dead. And only 346 experience for that? Really? I would have expected far more, to be honest. I was expecting more like 500 or 600. Because those guys are kind of very large. So we should be able to push that right in front of this guy's face. Perfect. And now, if I remember correctly... yeah, we have all sorts of frost going on. Which means I probably should have put frost on there, and we can put move on the left trigger instead. Perfect. There we go. So just cast frost on these three guys, and we can get across this room. There's a door in the bottom right-hand side that I can see. One more. Don't even think about doing that again right now, recorder. I'm not happy with you. Alright, so we're gonna head right up here, get across here. I'm about to kill my computer and or this recorder, whichever is the problem. So let's get across here, and next time on Let's Play Golden Sun 2 The Lost Age, we will head through this room and hopefully not kill ourselves. So, until then, thank you guys so very much for watching this, and I hope you're having a fantastic day.